Alright, hi guys, welcome to this week's video. This week I am going to be doing the 10 baby names I love but will not be using challenge. I don't know if I'm ever going to have kids of my own. I certainly have not got any plans currently to have any kids. However, I've got a list of 5 boy names and 5 girl names which I love, and reasons why I probably won't end up using them in the future. Let us begin. Okay, we'll go through with the girl names first. So the first name is Charlotte. Charlotte is my favourite name ever. I have always loved it. However, my cousin had a girl called Charlotte, which basically means it's impossible for me to name a kid Charlotte, because I find it really weird naming a kid the same name as someone else within your family. I don't really know. I mean, it's happened a couple of times in my family already as it is. Like, there's 2 Wills and there's a couple of Chris's and stuff, but I just find it odd. So I kind of don't want to do that. So yeah, that basically means I can't use Charlotte, but I absolutely love the name. I love that you can shorten it. I absolutely love names that you can shorten in general, so I would probably call Charlotte Lottie. Like, I like being able to shorten names. So there'd be Lottie, Charlie, etc, etc, etc. The second name I love is Francesca. I love again that you can shorten it to Fran, or Frankie, or Franny, or Francis, or it's got like numerous shortened, but it's got numerous shortened versions. However, I feel like to me it just feels like it's a bit dated now. No offense, because I've got a couple of friends who are called Francesca, and I absolutely love the name. I have issues saying the letter R in a way, so it would be like Francesca. It's not really like a real reason why I wouldn't choose Francesca. It's just I feel like it's a little bit old-fashioned. It's not really, but I don't feel like many people these days are called Francesca. By the way, I don't know if you can hear it, but I'm hearing like 2 different versions of music at the moment. My mum's watching some sort of TV show downstairs. My brother's listening to music, and I can hear both of them. It's very distracting to me making this video. Another name I absolutely love, it is brilliant, is Jessica. I love that you can also shorten the name. I would probably call them Jess or Jay or Jessie, etc. I love the name Jessica. Again, this name is also very popular around my age, and I know a lot of people called Jessica, and I love it, but I don't think it would suit a child of mine. Obviously, like in the future, the name has got to fit the first name and the second name, obviously. And I obviously want the middle name to be Anne, to follow like through my family history. So, because like my mum's middle name was Anne, I think my granny's middle name was Anne, my middle name is Anne, so I would want my daughter to have the same middle name too, just for lols. So Jessica Anne, it works, but just, I don't know, I love it, but again, I won't be using it because I don't think it would suit, if you know what I mean. Another name I love is Phoebe or Thebes, or I don't actually know what else you can shorten Phoebe to at the moment. I love this name too. However, there's just something about it that doesn't sound right to me. Like, as a child of mine, I don't think I would be willing to call this child Phoebe throughout their entire life. I feel like at least the other 3 names I've already mentioned, I could definitely call that child that name through the entire lifespan, but Phoebe, I feel like, just doesn't work. And no offense to any Phoebes out there, I don't like how it is spelt. I'm sure like if I had a kid I could like make up the spelling of Phoebe, but it just doesn't make sense to me how it's spelt. So the last girl's name that I absolutely love is Isabella. I think that name is a brilliant name. You can have it shortened so many ways, like Isabel, Izzy, Bella, Belle. There's like numerous like variations of names you can call them. I think I would call them Bella or Belle or Izzy. I don't really have a reason why I wouldn't choose this, but again I feel like this is more obvious with my middle name, Isabella Anne. Isabella Ann, whatever my surname would be, I would probably not choose Isabella for my kids' name. Going on to the boys' names. Firstly, we've got Simon, which has always been one of my most favourite names ever. However, I couldn't call my kid Simon because one of the boys in school bullied me and his name was called Simon. That's just brought like a really bad stigma to the name for me. The other name is Louis, which I absolutely love, but there's a member in One Direction called Louis, and this would make it look like I have named my child after him. However, I also find like some people call him Lewis, some call him Louis, and because of the spelling of it, Louis, I feel like there would be some confusion, and I don't want that to happen, so I probably wouldn't call my child Louis. However, I do really love the name. The next name I absolutely love is Harrison. I don't really know why I love this name, I just like the sound of it. You can also shorten the name, kept the theme still the same in the boys' side, like you can shorten Simon to Si, Louis to Lou, Harrison to Harry, or H, or Sonny. I think I would call them Harry. However, if I did shorten it to Harry, again, there's like the fact that I'm a fan of One Direction, and that's Harry. It would just, again, be like, did you get the name from Harry Styles? No, I just really like the name. It's also just a bit unique. It's not like a normal name, if you get what I mean. Like, not everyone you meet is called Harrison. I kind of like these like unique names, which is actually the sort of vibe I'm going for in the names that I would actually choose my kid's name. It's something a little bit not normal and ordinary. That is why I would not choose Harrison. The next name is Nathaniel. It's a long one, which is probably why I wouldn't choose it. I mean, I had to suffer with Catherine as my name, and I shortened it to Katie, and I just feel like Nathaniel, what's the point of calling him Nathaniel when you can call him Nate or Nathan? I would probably call him Nate, but I do like the idea of having like a long name, but I know that they would never use the full name, and I feel like that's against the point. Like, I named you Nathaniel, use Nathaniel, not shorten it. That's probably one of the reasons why I probably won't use that name though. It's weird, I know, that I wouldn't choose to use a name because for any reason apart from that it's too long. And then the other name I've chosen, or I've written down here, is Niall, which again doesn't really make any sense because again it's a member of One Direction whose name is Niall. Before Niall on One Direction, I'd never actually heard the name before, but I love the name. This one would actually be because of Niall from One Direction though, which is kind of embarrassing. I won't use this name because I don't really want my kid to be named after a member of a band, and it's also Irish and I'm English, so I don't think it would really make sense. I mean, I've got Irish in my ancestry, but again, it wouldn't really make sense to call my kid Niall. Those are 10 names of many that I won't use. So those are the 10 names I would not choose if I ever have a baby. The names I would go for that I have actually thought about are more like unisex / unique. So they're both unique and unisex. Well, some of them are unisex, some of them are unique, basically is what I'm saying. So yeah, who knows, maybe in the future I will end up naming my kid one of these 10 names I've listed below or already in this video, but who knows, only time can tell. I honestly don't really know how anyone can pick a name for a baby. I think that it has to be such a hard decision to make, like to choose a name that's going to stay with that person throughout their entire life. That's pressure. That's pressure at its finest, for sure. That's pressure that I don't know if I'll ever undertake or whatever. I hope this was insightful for you guys, so that you guys know what sort of names I love. I remember when I was a kid, when I was like, you know, doing all those like playing around with like imaginary friends, I would name them like Jessica and Francesca and Charlotte. So they will be my favourite names. Like those 3 names for sure will be like an infinite favourite names forever, for like all of eternity. So if in the future I do end up ever using any of these 10 names, I really hope the one name I do use for the girls is Jessica and for the boys is Nathaniel. I hope this was insightful and interesting and a little bit different, considering I'm not expecting, and I would be very surprised if I was, because I've not had any interaction with a man or male since I was like 15, and I am now 26. Yeah, I'm 27. I'm 20. How old am I? I'm 26. Yes, it's 2018. I'm gonna be 27 in July, so yeah, I'm 26. I nearly forgot how old I was, then that's embarrassing. I've never really been in a relationship, so how can I ever really have the ability to get pregnant? I don't know. I honestly don't know if I'll ever have kids. I used to always like fantasize being a mum, but now that I'm now 26, like in my mid-20s, I still can't really picture that life ahead of me. Like it doesn't come up in my imagination or anything. Let me know what sort of videos you want me to do in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you again very soon.